welcome, welcome. Welcome to Beyond the Veil. I am Adina. If this is your first time here, I'm glad to meet you. I am your resident psychic medium for this evening, more like medium, but sure, call it what you like. If this isn't your thing, I send you off in blessings. There's nothing weird going on here other than me using my brain activity that we all have, just not everyone knows how to. Hey, Sissy. Hey, Christine. Happy Monday, ladies. How are you? How you guys doing this day of the moon? La Luna. If you guys are like Sissy Barbie and Christine, and you guys are returning here, glad to see you. Thank you, Sissy. So do you, I'm sure. Glad to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna let you guys start. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Glad that the weekend festivities are over. It has been non-stop stuff going on ever since Thursday. All my family was here for my aunt's 75th party. Hey, Erica, how are you? Hey, Fly God, how are you? Thank you. Thank you, Yamaguchi. Yes, it was a lovely weekend of festivities. I had a I say gala, on Friday and Saturday. The oldest elder in my family is now my aunt, my mom's oldest sister. She turned 75, so everybody was here. I was the MC that night that I had on the blue. So I was, and everybody said from now on they want to hire me to do the MC for their own stuff. It was cute. I found out that night that I am one of her favorite nieces. She has well over 15, and I don't know how many great nieces, but when they were taking pictures with her, they called me and my cousin Cookie. And I was like, why it's just us? Where everybody at? And they was like, the favorite nieces. I was like, oh, I didn't know I was one. So that's maybe the third person the third elder who I am a favorite of. I'm wrapping up elder favorites like Infinity Stones. So y'all just better be glad I ain't y'all cousin, because y'all gonna hate my ass when all the elders like me better. It's just the way it is. So anyways, speaking of elders and family, big kiss to you, Manuel. Thank you from Italy. Thank you so much. So let me just segue into some of the stuff we're going to be talking about tonight. Yes, all the old people love Dina. I said, y'all sure y'all want me to MC with my jokes? But no, they had an absolutely great time. So did my aunt. It was great. So the gala was for my cousin's son. He is in this organization called Cut Different, and it is a group of young, well-to-do young black men in the community that have created a mentoring program for young men in the community who might need some guidance. And it has been life-changing for all those boys. The opportunities that they have gotten from this program, the places that they've gone, the people they've gotten to meet, the things they've gotten to do. I think a couple of the high schoolers already have internships waiting for them when they graduate. And so my cousin's nephew is in there. Now, a lot of the boys in there don't have active father figure. Yes, we always show up for each other. In this family, we support, 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 especially me. I'm a part of everybody's village. And I'm just upset that I didn't know that they had sponsorship packages, because I would have coordinating all of us putting our money together, and we bought a table, but we could have sponsored the event. We all could have put in, $500, and it was eight of us, six or eight of us at a table. So we all could have put in $500, but we're going to do it next year. But I was so proud of my cousin's son because a lot of them got up there and talked about what the program that has done for them. And his dad doesn't want him to be in the program because he feels like it makes him look bad. But he's not active either in his son's life. It's just because other men are, he doesn't like it. Nevertheless, he has certain difficulties, like learning difficulties, certain medical issues, and things like that. And so he's been really, really, really reserved and really shy. He's 15 now. And he got up there on that stage, and they all had them dress up, in their suits and ties. And he got up on that stage, and he, got the mic, and he was just like, when I first got in the program, I really struggled with my self-esteem. I struggled with this, but being in this program, he said, taught me accountability. All the young men said it taught me accountability first. I was like, yes, yes, yes. They all said it taught me accountability. It was like, because I'm accountable for my brothers. If one of us get in trouble, all of us have to suffer the consequences. So my brothers keep us all accountable for each other. I've learned how to communicate better. I've learned how to speak and articulate. He said articulate. I was up there finna cry. All of us were at the table about to cry, but I loved it. With that being said, I wanted to segue into talking about Jay-Z and his son. I had to give the babies their props. And speaking of giving the babies their props, because I mentioned a lot of their dads are active that are in the program. It was a lot of single mamas in there, but they look beautiful, and they're doing whatever they can to have positive influences for their sons, even if their fathers don't want to be around. Kind of like Ramir's mom tried to do before she went on to Glory Hallelujah, which gonna lead me into my other segue after this. Speaking of Glory Hallelujah, the double entendres are writing themselves at this point. But it's been said by Rymir that his mother stood on business, that he was the pappy. Sean Jay-Z Carter was the pappy. And for well over a decade, Ramier and his fairy godmother have been standing in the judicial businesses. In the standing on business section in the judicial system, they were the first in line. They were standing up above everybody else because they had time. Thank you, DeFranco. They had time. They had time and time and time and coin to stand on business in court, just to pull out like a rich man thinking twice about child support. Just at first he was just like, fuck it, I can afford it, and then start doing boy math, pulled out real quick. So that's how. Hey, Argentina, hola. Or, I hope y'all say hola in Argentina. So I would like to see the reason why. Because if he feels like, I actually lied and now I don't want to lie anymore, I'd like to see it. If he feels like, you know what, I'm tired, I'd like to see it. If he feels like I just don't care anymore, I feel like him not giving me the test. Thank you, JD. It's actually a 36-inch bust down. I had to pull it to the side so I don't sit on it. But thank you. I wanted to give you guys more Tisha vampire realness, like y'all said in the last chat. No, the dress I had, they were updo dresses, but I'm not an updo kind of girl. So this was the second best option. Yes, he did say he wasn't giving up. So I just want to take a little look-see-loo. I just had to give them last 6 inches they prop because they wanted to be seen. So I'm going to take a little peek and see what's going on with Rymir. What's going on with his fight? Is he going to refile or something? Is he going to fight in the streets? Didn't he mention that there had been attempts, like attempted shootings and stuff? Is he going to take it to the streets? What's going on? So let me cleanse my hands. Hey, Shanae. Hey, never thought I'd see you in here. Shanae, how you doing? Oh, hey, Shanae, how you doing? Told y'all Solange was going to be working that super soaker juju. And judging from the way Jay-Z looked coming out that elevator, disheveled, and Beyonce looked coming out that elevator, gleeful, glee, in my Kodak voice, and Solange looked coming out that elevator like, and did, and will do it again. I can imagine whatever she put down, juju or whatever else, she probably put her strongest might in it. She probably put her strongest might into whatever she doing when she fighting in the spiritual streets and in the elevatorial streets. Come on, Solange. Come on, sister Coven sister. Come on, Solange. Hey, MC. Every time I see you in here, I think of Mariah Carey. I mean, everybody's face. The Solange's face and wig and dress said, and we'll do it again in front of all these people. I crash out in front of all these people. I flip, listen, I flip cars around this bitch. Just imagine, not saying she was, but if she was high off that cocaine, Jay-Z wouldn't have made it out of that elevator. Jay-Z, Julius, or Beyonce. She'd have told everybody ass. I only said that because the wig and the disheveled look on her face, but the mischievous grin, for some reason it made me think of a cocaine rage. Not saying she did. It's just what came up in my mind. I fought a crackhead before on a cocaine rage, and it was my uncle. But he done now. He ain't did he done. He's fully rehabilitated because he got a pacemaker, so he ain't got no choice. Yes, Shanae, your pay discrepancy at work has been fixed. Woot woot. Hey, get money, bitch. All right, Ramier Satterthwaite. I hate that TH. Do I say it? Is the TH pronounced or is it silent like lasagna? Ramier Satterthwaite. Satterthwaite. Jesus, I hate it. I just want to say Satterthwaite. Maybe it is Satterthwaite, but the TH is there. So the TH it is. Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Ramier Satterthwaite. Ramier Satterthwaite, the young man who has been fighting for a paternity test from Jay-Z. I'm from Florida in the United States of America. Tendai, if that's your name, I love it. I did tell y'all the story about my uncle. It broke my heart, and if he knew I was telling y'all, it would break his heart. But it's my truth to tell. It's my story to tell. And it's a learning experience for anybody who does crack and has a loved one. Listen, you never know when that crack gonna take over and you gonna put your hands on your loved one. So don't do it. Don't let my Uncle Leo and my story be in vain. Oh, it would break his heart if he knew I was telling people this. Oh, because anytime I mention it, the look on his face, I could tell it break his pacemaker. My consultation gave you confidence. The spirits gave you confidence. I'm just the vessel. I'm just a little teacup. Short and not stout. All right, Ramier Satterthwaite. You removed your ongoing paternity pursuit in the courts from Jay-Z, but you said the fight is not over. Why did you remove your petition from the courts? And what do you plan on doing in the future? Why did you remove your paternity petition from the courts against Sean Jay-Z Carter, who you allege to be your father? And what will you be doing in the near future? Will you let it go? Will you refile another one? What will you do? I compel you to speak your soul's truth and keep absolutely nothing hidden from me, even if it frightens you to speak your soul's truth. Your soul can't be touched, so tell your truth to Big Mama. Because I know you want to spill the tea, but you probably can't because you're under NDA, are you? But you can tell it to me and I'll tell it. Because this is all alleged. And according to my opinion and my imagination. Am I trans? You probably wish I was. Night. You're probably a gay male. You're probably looking at me in all my goddessly glory, seething. Me in all my ovarian glory, seething. My cycle is about to come on in a couple of weeks. My boobs are tender. You know what that feels like? Night. No. I bet you'd like to, though. I bet you'd like to. You're non-binary? Same. You know what I am? A goddamn woman. Mother Earth, a goddess. So when you figure out whichever of your binary codes we're going to program for this evening, you confer with the chat, but I'll be busy. Anyways, Ramier Satterthwaite. Because don't forget the TH. Put some respect on it, like my ovaries. I wish I didn't have to cramp every month. Shoot. And you get the opportunity to choose if you want to be a girl or whatever kind of I don't get the opportunity, and I got to rip out my whole uterus if I don't want if I don't want to be a deal with these problems, man. And you get the luxury, just like a man. You get the luxury of want to call me a trans when I'm sitting here preparing to cramp and PMS. Get your ass out of here before I have a heat flash on your ass. Finna be 38 in a couple of months. Okay, we can go there because it's a heat flash outside. Listen, it's too hot to be playing around with you and your options, and I don't got none. It's actually a crown, and it says royalty because I thought a confused ninja said something. No, Sinead, it's a crown, and it says royalty because I been knew what the fuck I was. I was never confused. No shade to the binary people, but there's binary means too. So there's two paths. I never got the option, so I just accepted the glory that I was dealt, and I tattooed royalty on my chest so that ninjas like Night would respect it too. Speaking of respect, Ramier Satterthwaite, was it out of respect for your Faja that you pulled out this case, or have you decided that this man is not your Faja? You know who ain't your Faja? Night. You want to know why? Because he too busy trying to decide which side of your parenting he want to be on. Child, Rymir, talk to me about Jay-Z so I can get this fool out of my energy. Justice in reverse. Well, whatever happened in the courts, it's not just. It's just not right. It's not righteous. It's not just, and it's just not right. Because why else would a card called justice be in reverse if it wasn't unjust and not righteous and just not right? You know what else is unjust and just not right? Night, nigga. He went night, so he ain't here. Oh, Ramier. Now, either he got it wrong or something else happened to where he wasn't going to get justice in the courts. I actually think he's concerned for his loved ones. Yep, Fly God, I think so. I think that there are people that he cares about, that he's concerned about. This is the paternity test being turned down in the past. It's just saying all you just got to do is drop your little white dove in the cup. We'll go see if it's your cup and dove and everything that came. No. No dove, no cup, no fluid. None of them ting them. But we know that happened. I don't think this man is going to present a new case in the courts. Not in the near future, at least. I sense fear and intimidation, even to the son. You know, Jarrell, that doesn't make any sense, because taking the test and him not being the father would actually give him grounds to say, I told y'all I'm not the father because I never slept with her in the first place. We cannot prove that they slept together. And so if we can prove that that child isn't his, which is the only link to them allegedly sleeping together, then taking the test and proving that you're not the father could also prove that he never slept with her in the first place. So thank you, Asia. So if it was me and I absolutely knew for sure that this was not my child, I would, because it wasn't my child because I never slept with the mother, I absolutely take the test and be like, can y'all please get out my face? I told y'all that wasn't my child because I never slept with that child. So the whole not wanting to be labeled a pedophile, that only works if you actually are the father. I think there was a more peaceful resolution involved, maybe even outside of the courts. It's a man rowing a woman and her child in the boat. I never said that it's not his. I am absolutely not saying it's not his. I think the mother told the truth, and I mentioned this before, reading this before. I think that the son